That's what residents have been hearing in the months leading up to the collapse of the exterior wall of this building in Saint-Henri. A few people displaced by the incident told CBC they worried that vibrations could be affecting their homes.
I had a headache all day and they were pounding, taking dump truck loads out of this pit.
The CNESST, which is investigating the incident, says the cause is yet to be determined. But the neighbors' concerns got us thinking. Could vibrations play a role in a building collapse? We went to find out. This lab is the home of a team of researchers that has been studying how things like the weather and vibration affects these buildings. And they do that by running tests like these. The building that partially collapsed was more than 100 years old. CBC spoke with the owner, who says everything was up to code. And the borough says it issued a construction permit because everything was in order, including engineering studies, to make sure that the structural integrity of the building under construction could be maintained and that the work wouldn't affect its neighbors. This structural engineering professor didn't want to speculate on the exact cause of the Saint-Henri incident, but says the materials used in old buildings, like many in Montreal, wouldn't be used today.
This is original mortar, right? So just to show you what's the sort of vulnerability of these buildings, you can see something like this, right?
Malomo says Quebec's weather and the age of these buildings doesn't help.
The key thing to know is that these buildings were not designed to withstand vibration. They were designed to withstand gravity, right? And the built environment has changed, the loads that they're taking has changed.
Heritage Montreal says the issue goes beyond that. Many of these old buildings were made by craftsmen using techniques that are no longer around.
We don't have enough artisans. Construction workers do not work enough with artisans as well. And you know, this knowledge has been a bit lost over the years, and this, I would say, is maybe more of an issue than, you know, the materials that we use per se.
We know Montreal is full of old buildings, so what can owners do to ensure they're as sound as possible? Malomo says there's several techniques.
This is a plywood panel, and these are some lumbers that are attached, glued and screwed. And this will be attached right here on the wall. And this is a very sort of a non-invasive intervention and relatively affordable.
Malomo says people shouldn't be afraid of these buildings. He hopes his work can lead to their preservation.